super excited about this now.
No,
This is going to be great.
I just run.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah. I'll explain to the audience if you run away. Great.
Yeah.
Actually, I can probably do it in the intro. Hello and welcome to another episode of In a Pickle, the show that is dedicated to the less glamorous side of sports. I am your host, Dave Houghton, and with me today, currently making a 50-50 challenge, Sarah Raytalic. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
If anybody is watching this on the YouTubes and Sarah runs off screen, you know she lost the challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50-50 can go either way.
Yeah.
North or south, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
play.
What kind of cereal did you have?
I don't know. It was some healthy shit. It's not like
You
healthy,
do not
but
strike me as a healthy. Oh, so what? Fruity Pebbles with the banana in it?
yeah, basically.
Oh,
No,
okay, yeah.
It was like cinnamon, the healthier version
Cinnamon
of
Toast
Cinnamon
Crunch.
Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon
The
Toast
healthier
Crunch.
version.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's because your husband works at Whole Foods and you get that fancy shit. He gets the
Yeah.
the out of date cereal.
Yeah.
He brings home.
And
Hey,
then I'm
honey,
over
I
here
got
like,
the out of date Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but we can't say Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's
'cause
the
it's not.
it's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, it has more fiber in it.
Oh,
So,
that is not a
again-
good. That's not a good idea for you.
No, so
Not
we're gonna
a good
see
idea.
which way Keith will come in and substitute for me when I
Yeah,
have to
well, he does on the
swallow.
YouTube video, so you might as well. He might as well come in and do the show.
Ah,
Yeah. Sometimes he's
For
got
it.
more to say than me, anyway. So,
for-
all right. Well, welcome to another episode. We are here. We got a full show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honestly going to tell you the truth, minus the rewinds and the first news story. I don't know anything about the other stuff.
Anything?
And
Anything
when
about
I
anything?
when I read the Biggest Pickle this week, I was dying laughing because the stuff that goes in my mind. We'll get to it, but this week's Biggest
You know,
Pickle.
I'm trying to switch it up a little. with
Yeah,
the
I mean, you got to branch
Biggest
out and just.
Pickles.
you
It
gotta-
can't all be.
It can't all be murder.
Yeah, it can't
Murder
always
and
all-
DUIs, right? Sometimes
Yeah,
you
it
got to
can't.
sprinkle a little comedy gold in there. All right, so let's kick it in. Let's go to the rewind. What's going on with Isaiah Bond? Sarah, let me hit that rewind button again. Brr, brr, brr. What's
Did you
going
hit
on?
it the first time? I didn't hear it.
No, I missed the button. I hit the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I eject out of my seat.
I gotta
Ruh-roh.
go.
All right. So Isaiah Bond, remember we spoke about him back in April about he's one of the NFL's top receiving prospects and all sorts of assault claims that were coming his way
Yeah, when
down
you
in
said
Florida.
when you said, remember when we spoke about him back in April? No. Sorry.
Well, yeah.
I don't
Well,
remember yesterday, so
For you,
Yes.
it's a no. But for the listeners may be like, oh, yeah, whatever
Oh,
happened
yeah,
to that
Isaiah
guy?
Bond,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
back in
Isaiah
April.
Bond. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was driving in Florida. It always ties back to Florida.
always Florida. IAPradio.com for that episode.
Florida.
Yeah.
Well, he is not going to be facing any charges
Oh,
stemming this
congratulations.
assault and all these claims about him. So a Collin County grand jury returned a no bill in the sexual assault charge involving him, meaning no indictment will be issued. So there will be no criminal proceedings, no nothing. Yeah.
What is a no bill? They just don't
So
want to move forward.
Yeah, it's just dead.
I've
There's
never-
nothing.
I've never heard of
There's
it.
no nothing. I haven't heard about it, but again,
Yeah.
was this Florida? This was Florida, right?
So he's
I don't
just-
remember where this
it's,
was.
It's not a
Ohio?
guilty, not an innocent,
No,
not a
it's
this trial.
just
It's just like
so
the court
essentially
was like, nope.
essentially there's just not enough evidence to go
Okay.
forward with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that he got ahead of this back then and turned himself in, didn't go on the lam, shit like that, that actually helped him out in the long run. the woman he that was making the allegations, we missed this. He actually turned around and sued her ass, was
Ah,
like, "You're gonna come for me, I'm gonna come for you." And
the
that
old
lawsuit,
Trevor Bauer defense.
correct.
Yeah.
And then that lawsuit was dismissed. And so yeah, he's gonna go ahead and focus on football now.
Okay. So he's showing up to camp doing his thing, and
Ohio, this was in Ohio, not Florida. I mean, it all ties back to Florida. We're just gonna call
well,
Florida.
Ohio is the Florida of the North, so
Right? Wasn't this Ohio? Now I don't remember.
it doesn't matter. Go back
Yeah,
to
but IP.
IEPradio.com for
But
that.
yeah, he's gonna be focusing on football, all as well for him to not be facing charges.
All right.
Kudos.
So he's should have learned a valuable lesson. That's a fuck around and find out type thing. A little bit. Don't hang out with dirty girls or alleged, and
Alleged.
hopefully that put him in the clear, and now he'll be. I mean, something like that kind of should scare you. That's a big yawn.
That
Wow.
was a big yawn.
Wow. I didn't think that ever was going to end. That's amazing. Wow. Let me know if you're ready. I'll hit
I'm
the record
ready.
button.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Did you bring a cup of coffee with you?
I already drank it.
Oh, that's good. Did you already
I
go out for
chugged
your
it.
your Dunkin' Donuts and your
No,
couple
I
heaters?
I had my heaters and my hot coffee this morning because it's cold.
Hot coffee. I don't care
I had
how
hot
cold it
coffee.
is outside. We're chugging ice.
Yeah, this morning was a hot coffee morning, so
Oh, I haven't had
I
hot
had that.
coffee in 20 years.
You gotta switch it up from time to time and have hot coffee.
For what?
Hot coffee goes through you faster, and I think that's why my stomach isn't settling properly.
Man,
Again, hit that eject button.
I
Whee!
can't wait for you. I'm not editing anything out of this show if you run away.
That's fine.
We're gonna have just dead air, and people are gonna be like, "Ooh, I know what Sarah's doing." All right. Well, considering that we may or may not be in Ohio for the first story, let's stay in Ohio.
Let's just stay
So,
there. I thought
uh,
we were, but I can't remember.
it doesn't matter because, like I said, Florida and Ohio are almost the same state.
It's
The
true.
mistake by the lake and then the mistake state by the ocean. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Uh, the Cleveland Indians had oh, excuse me, Cleveland Guardians. The PC principle
This
might come out.
is, yep.
The Cleveland Guardians have a gambling problem. Ohio seems to have a gambling problem, and
Yes.
two Cleveland Guardian pitchers or players have the Casino Control Commission against them.
Yeah, the fact that we've been following this, and first it was an investigation by the MLB, they were suspended, all this and that.
Yeah,
Now you have the commission in it.
yeah.
That's not good at all.
The Ohio Control Commission. That's a lot of C's.
Yeah, the OCCC.
OCCC, not to be confused with the OC from that 2000 show on
The
that
WB,
was it WB. I was going to say Fox. Yeah, the
the
WB, the
WB.
OC. Yeah. Were you a big OC fan?
No, I was more of the Laguna Beach and the Hills OC, so the quote unquote reality TV
Oh,
on
was that?
MTV.
Yeah, no, I can't get into any of this shit. I had a bunch of friends into the OC, and I
Mm-mm.
never understood it. Like male friends. I always thought the
Oh,
OC was like a 90210
it
type show.
was. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I wasn't
Yeah, that's
huge into it.
definitely not in my wheelhouse. But yeah, okay. Yeah, shout out to S1E1. So, all right. So, what's the OCCC looking at right now?
So the OCCC was notified on June 30th by an Ohio licensed sports book and the MLB of suspicious betting activity involving Guardians games,
Okay, so basically, they got
which
a huge influx of bets during a certain inning, I would say.
Mhm.
And it was just like,
Things
oh,
like that.
well, this guy's out hit a pitch, and it always seems to happen right around his pitching. Yeah.
Correct. A little bit of like, ooh, this aligns very
I
interesting.
mean, honestly though, with the internet today, you really can't hide anything.
No.
Even like even if he's not guilty of this, and it just happens to be just a random Tuesday, right? Just a random occurrence. This shit just pops up every single time. I don't know. Maybe I just suck at sports, but like that's gonna red flag it right away.
Well, the other thing that I'm like sitting here thinking about, are the two of them in cahoots with this too? Is the other question that I have.
I mean, how can you not think that?
Yeah, you can't not think these two gents are in cahoots because they're the only two that are being investigated by the MLB. They're the
Right,
only two
right.
that are now being investigated by the Ohio Casino Control Commission. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And it's also, they're on the same team and they spend a lot of time together
Right,
in the
right.
bullpen. So, yeah.
See, now I know we've said this so many times, so many times, but you can't you can't blame these guys for trying, I guess. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
if if your team or the field or even the league that you're in has a deal with these sports apps, right? I mean, in your head, you're not really thinking that like you're messing with the integrity of the game, right? In your
Yeah.
head, you're going, well, it's just in my face all over the place.
Every
Why can't
place.
I take advantage of this?
Right.
Right? So why not? Why not? And then when you tell your friends, all right, listen, I can't do it, but you can. And if you
Right.
get five guys to do it, or if I just flip you the money, if I Ohtani you and I flip you the money and you bet $20,000 on my first pitch is going to be wild, and I don't throw a wild pitch, So of course, like the guy that you're in cahoots with is going to tell all his boys, and all his boys are going to be like, I'm going to flip some heavy paper on this wild pitch because I know dude's going to throw a wild pitch, right?
Right.
And then you're playing telephone, and then everybody's doing it. So then all of a sudden, you get this huge influx of, $40 million dollars going out on a wild pitch.
Right.
And then it's like, oops, we told too many
My
people, you
bad.
know?
My
So,
bad.
I mean, I get it, but you should have the brains to know that, like, even though it's in your face, you really can't do it.
Hmm.
But like I said, you really can't blame these guys because, I mean, I'm watching the Red Sox every day. In the sixth inning, DraftKings throws a commercial out there saying, if you bet now in the seventh inning for any team to hit a home run, we'll give you, 7,000 points for the home run or something, like we'll give you a bet boost or some shit. So, I mean, like,
It's
it's in your
everywhere.
face, it's everywhere.
It's on the shirts. It's sponsored.
Yes.
Uh, the commission is also investigating suspicious wagering activity involving the University of Alabama baseball team in April 2023.
Is that's not with Ortiz and Clase though, right? That's just happening.
It was written in the same paragraph, so I wonder if they were betting on it as well, or
See, now I wonder if they
the
just
whole
can't bet
thing.
at all, or they can't bet on baseball. Like,
I thought you couldn't bet on baseball.
can they bet on Alabama baseball? Like,
I don't think so because it's still baseball.
okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, I mean,
I thought I thought you couldn't bet on baseball. I mean, you have the you have the guys out here doing fantasy football, fam getting
yeah.
slapped and
Shout
all
out to
that
Tommy
shit.
Pham.
So,
Got into another altercation last night.
did he?
Yeah, great, great. This one's
Uh,
warranted though. This one's warranted. I didn't post the video yet on our Instagram page, but he's at bat. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but real quick, Tommy Pham story because I love me some Pham. Uh, he's up at bat. The pitcher throws the ball. It's clear ball, but the catcher kind of frames it, and he gets kind of the catcher kind of gets mad that the umpire didn't call it right. Clear ball. So Tommy Pham said outside. Right. So the next one, pitcher throws just straight ball. Tommy Pham kind of flips his bat a little bit right in front of the catcher and takes the walk. Catcher said something to Pham. Pham turned around and said, "What the fuck did you say?" And then all of a sudden, bench is clear. And then Tommy Pham came out in the press. He's like, "I've been in this game for 20 years. I know the pitch zone. This guy's been here for two. He's played nothing but MLB The Show." So, 100%, 100%. So
He's played nothing but MLB The Show.
yeah,
That's gold.
yeah.
That's gold.
So all right, so these guys could be in more hot water than
Yeah.
expected. And
Especially now with having casino commissions look into everything.
right,
Like I don't think this was just online betting, to be honest with you. I think that they were
it can't be.
actually going to the casino and having their friends and
Yeah,
family and loved ones placing bets and yeah,
it can't be. It can't be just online. If the casino control commission's into it, I mean, this is going to be. These guys are going to be ousted. They're going to be
it's
banned for life.
gonna be interesting to
You
see
know.
what transpires.
I
But
mean, that's what are you
yeah,
going to do? This is what happens when you don't do it smart, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a smart way to get away with gambling when you are a professional
No,
athlete and
because
aren't
even if you're
supposed to?
winning, gambling's always going to get you. It doesn't matter.
Right,
It doesn't matter. And here's proof right here. These guys
right.
could be winning. And what are you really winning? What are you really winning? I mean, you're under contract for millions of dollars, and you're betting like, what are you going to make? $50,000 today? Come on,
Let's
come on.
go.
Just go do an autograph signing at some hotel at a card show.
There
You'll
you go.
get some extra cash. You know, I
Perfect.
don't know.
Get
Pick
that
a,
gas money.
get another hobby. All right. We're going backwards. A previous big pickle is in our
Yes.
rewind.
Yes. Keyshawn Judkins. So there is reasonable likelihood of him being convicted of any assault and battery,
No reasonable
anything.
likelihood.
Oh, no reasonable likelihood.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
helping me out.
Well, I just don't want
Uh,
the big Judkins fans out there to be like, "Oh my
coming.
God, is he
Sorry.
going away?"
He is not. No. They did have an altercation.
Okay.
It has come to light
All right.
that there was some sort of altercation that transpired. It was just more that it was her
Oh. Oh, so she's
attacking
wilding
him
out.
and him trying to defend himself.
Okay.
So, when she made the move to the back seat, so remember, like spoke about like her getting out of the car
Right.
and going to the back seat. Uh, while she was in the back seat, it is now in the reports that she was kicking him in the face and in the arm while he was trying to drive the automobile.
Oh boy.
Just kept kicking him. And yeah.
Wow.
Then when they were in the front seat, before she got out, like she was punching him while he was trying to drive. Like, okay, I mean, you want to punch and kick someone, you shouldn't do it while they're driving.
No, I mean, did
Shouldn't.
she not realize that she's in the car too?
It, I, I don't think that. Yeah. Yep. So there was a physical altercation. So imagine you're in that situation
Yeah.
and you're trying to drive and someone is physically hitting you. I understand trying to defend yourself with like grabbing them and like I need you to chill or trying
Yeah.
to grab
Yeah. Yeah.
them
Yeah.
like because you're on a freeway like let's just chill. So the woman didn't make her claim to law enforcement until July 12th, which was deemed a problematic issue as the victim was alone on numerous occasions away from the defendant. So she had all of these opportunities to stake claim and to say what transpired, but didn't. So I'm sure they got into another fight,
Hmm.
and she was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. And then made the claim.
Okay.
And he's like, no. And I'm sure they were able to pull video footage from places or whatever because I
Well,
think down there they record a lot everywhere because I think this was Florida.
on the streets they record.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody's yeah, they all record. So prosecutors have announced now they have declined to file charges against him. So the sad part here is that he still hasn't shown up to training camp after the arrest. I don't know if he's still in Florida because remember, he was going to have to fa be in court in Florida and would miss training camp because he was supposed to
Right.
report to training camp.
Yep.
But he still hasn't shown up to training camp. So I don't know if he's still in Florida dealing with this, but now this has all come out that he's not going to have to deal with it. So
So
he
maybe the
should
Browns will give him some sort of
leeway,
extension, but
extension. I don't
it
know.
seems like it seems like he still might get suspended though.
He might because in a way there's
Well, in a
policy
way, he
lines.
kind of got in trouble, right?
He caught right, his name was in the headlines, which it
Yeah,
looks bad on the shield.
right. Of course, and you can't make the Shield look bad
No.
because
But the thing is too is it's all gonna depend on what fully comes out. If she's just like, yeah, I was kicking him in the skull while he was driving. Yeah, this, that, and the other thing. Or maybe, I mean, it all we
I
I
don't
s-
know if she's got like a death wish and she's kicking a guy in the head while he's fucking driving. I don't think she gives a shit if he's gonna lose his job or not. To be honest,
no, she ain't gonna get that
I don't.
money.
I don't know.
Well, she might if it's he's her
I
name's in his life insurance.
I don't think she cares. I think she's just. So this
Is it?
actually might be our first biggest pickle that we need to resend or rescind.
Yeah,
Rescind.
rescind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's I
No
mean,
one's ever fallen off the big pickle.
no. I will
Wow.
say this though.
Ladies and
We
gentlemen,
c-
you're listening to Show History.
we can have it go from him to her.
Okay. Okay.
So we have a pickle jumping. It's
Oh.
it's a family affair.
A pickle who didn't brine is still a cucumber, but the cucumber next to that, you know what? This is too much. So,
It's too much.
all right.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna keep an eye on it until he reports to training camp
Yeah, if he does.
because
I would
I'm
love to see if he
intrigued.
actually gets suspended. That would be so bizarre to
But I
me.
don't think he can. I mean, he could, but he for like
Uh,
a game.
I feel the only way he'll get suspended is if he doesn't show up to camp, right? If
Yeah,
he's
that's
still
true.
dealing with like the odds and ends of this whole BS here and he
Yeah.
misses the first day of camp, the Browns will suspend him for a
Well, he
game.
already missed the first day of camp, but I also don't think that the
No,
Browns
right.
are in any place to suspend people.
Oh, they got Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's
uh,
gonna run the ship. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's
I still
fine.
don't think so. I don't think
Nah, it's
so.
fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna
All
fall
right,
asleep.
let's go to the news part of the show now,
All right,
okay?
let's get to the meat and
Yeah,
potatoes.
let's get. So I mean, I desperately think that you need to go take a nap after this show. So I
I
hope you do.
do.
Go
I'm going to.
go dump out your off-brand cinnamon toast crunch and then take a nice nap. Shohei Ohtani just
Good Lord.
doesn't seem to just when this guy gets in trouble, it's in trouble for a lot of money.
A lot of money. Okay, so a lot of money, and then other people are linked to it so that they can be the fall guy.
You know,
But it's all him on this one. Like him and his agent.
Yeah, but you can also turn around and just blame his agent. But
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. His agent could have been taking advantage of him, but I mean,
Yeah.
I sent you that one cartoon
Yeah.
of Shohei. So, anyways, all
So
right, tell
good.
everybody what's going on with Shohei Ohtani this week.
So, a real estate investor and broker is suing Shohei and his agent, claiming that they got fired from a $240 million luxury housing development on the Big Island of Hawaii,
Yeah.
the place of Hapuna Coast, after bringing Otani into this whole ordeal for an endorsement. So once Otani and his agent came in, these guys were out.
Oh, okay. So Otani and his agent kicked these guys out.
Essentially, that's what the suit is saying.
Okay. So
So,
these guys put up $240 million and Otani and his agent came out and be like, nope, not these two. Fuck off.
yeah, they were like, mm,
So these
and
guys
like
don't get their investment return on. I mean, I would sue for $240 million. I mean, that's some heavy
and
paper right there.
it is heavy paper, and in comparison to Otani's contract, it's light pockets.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
He's got so many Japan endorsements. Come
Yeah.
on.
I wonder if he's everywhere in Japan.
You know he is,
I mean, why wouldn't you be?
right?
Right.
He's like the tough acting to acting guy in Japan.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. All right, so they're filing a lawsuit against Shohei and his agent for this
Correct.
money and
Correct.
for being ousted in this housing development, which honestly I didn't think there was any more room left on the Big Island of
I
Hawaii.
didn't. No,
So,
remember, didn't it all burn down?
nah, I don't know if that was the Big Island. I think that was Small Island. Shout out to Sting Kong, one of my favorite Hawaiian bands out there. Anyways, all right. So you're you're a ball of sunshine today. I love it.
I'm so
So good.
fucking
I slept 3 hours. You are, I guess,
Dude,
just don't sleep.
listen, I don't sleep. I had off-brand healthy
Nobody told you to
cereal
eat expired off-brand cereal.
the my baby basket is killing me.
Whoa, there's no baby in that basket, is there?
No. Oh, no, that's why it's killing me.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's
because
it's the
it's
it's the
empty.
flush. It's
Oh,
the flush.
do you want to pause the show and take a dump?
No, no, I don't have to take a dump right now.
Fucking punch one out real quick.
Just punch me out.
Oh man, this Shohei story went sideways.
It always does.
Yikes. Yikes.
Okay, Shohei gets fucking moon face.
Yeah.
According to the lawsuit filed, Otani's agent Bolello, is that his name? Bolello?
Belilo?
Bolello?
Belilo? Yeah, sure.
Bolulu? He demanded concessions from developer Kevin J. Hayes Sr., the real estate broker, and Tomoko Matsumoto before demanding that their business partner Kingsbarn Realty Capital drop them from the deal.
Okay. Concessions like they want a hot dog and a beer?
Yes, and don't skip on the nachos.
The nachos. Stadium nachos and cheese, I can't do it. I
No,
can't do it.
that's you can't.
One time when I
No,
was younger, I remember eating nachos and cheese, and the cheese was cold, and I got instantly diarrheaed. And
I could
what
use
the
that right now.
fuck is going on with this show right now? What is going on? What? All right, so Otani's getting sued for $240 million. All right. So now,
Uh,
does this lawsuit have legs though? Can we run with
so
this? Is
it
Otani in the wrong?
it could have legs, um, because the timing laid out didn't line up to be like, oh, yeah, we can. Kingsbarn is saying that they're taking full responsibility. However, the timing of it, where you bring in Otani and his agent, and then immediately these two guys are let go.
Yeah, I don't
The
understand why.
timing doesn't make
It doesn't seem like there's any reason why these guys were let go.
no, it doesn't give any. So, okay,
Otani's just a big bully?
Matsumoto is the real estate agent. He's the
Okay.
gentleman who does all the selling of the properties. Now, Hayes is the developer. So he's the one who gets the contracting, the investors, all this and that. So he brought in Kingsbarn
Realty
Realty
Capital.
Capital
Yeah.
as the investors. And then they're fully invested into this project. And we're like, okay, yep, we have endorsements. So we get the money coming in. We have these people. Yeah, no, you can go now.
So is Otani and his agent endorsing? I'm just confused about this.
So
Are
they're
they
they're going.
endorsing the property? Like, hey, come live
Mhm.
here. If you lived here, you'd be home by now. Or are they
Yep,
investing in the property where they're going to own a piece of this building?
they're endorsing it, endorsing the space. Like, oh, yes, as you said, if you were here, you'd be home by now. Or check out these private bathrooms.
So how did the
It's
Kingsbarn Realty Capital get fired from a deal that they paid for?
Kingsbarn didn't. They fired the two guys that brought them in.
Okay. And the two guys that brought him in were Hayes and Matsumoto?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's all right. I'm just trying to red
So
yarn
you
the board here.
Okay, so you have those two gentlemen that started. Then they bring in this investment corp. And this investment corp's like, oh, we're going to bring in Otani and his agent, and they're going to sell these residential areas like nobody's business because everybody loves the face of Otani. And they were really driving it to Japanese people in
Yeah.
Japan and on the West Coast. Like they were like, this is gonna be this, that, and the other thing. And they already offered Otani a residential space in the buildings.
Right.
So it's like a whole lot of things don't line up. So yes, this
Probably
does,
something on the first floor.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Otani. You're on the
Sorry.
bottom level.
Wah,
I,
wah.
I love the
Um,
idea of thinking that Shohei Ohtani will be running some sort of timeshare timeshare thing during the off season where he's like he presents the timeshare to all these people where he's just in the room. He goes, "Oh, hello. You should live here. This is a nice place. I live here. What about it? Have a free stay. Tour the land." And it's just like, is this your winter job? It's like, yes, times are tough.
time. Well,
I'm only getting 2 million a year from the Dodgers until I retire, and then I get paid for the rest of my life. So
correct.
yeah. So Shohei
Yeah.
Ohtani is doing a timeshare thing. That's what I'm chalking it up to. So two guys got fired. So these guys actually have some sort of ground to stand on here. Like
Yeah.
they were brought in as investors. They chopped up $240 million, and then they get their guy, and then they're like, peace. But Otani, does he have anything to do with it? Does he have bad blood with uh Matsusoda and Hayes? Like
I don't know.
they
So
be beefing in the streets?
I wanted to try to dig deeper to see if there's some kind of history,
Yeah.
but I didn't dig deeper. I just
All right.
thought that
So we'll
us
put a
getting
pin in
this out
this.
there, yeah, it's gonna
We'll
come
get our
back.
maybe Alejandro on the street can find something out for us. He could dig deep. Maybe he could take a trip to the Big Island there and maybe interview Shohei. Maybe he could do one of Shohei's timeshare things and
Just
then,
show up and see. Yeah.
secretly get him, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Alejandro got us this story out on the street.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this story at all. The Blackhawks, the Chicago Blackhawks are in trouble again.
Per usual, always
Wow.
something. Yep,
And
always something.
this time it's definitely a discrimination thing, but it's not It's not as sexual as it used to be for Chicago.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Uh, Not yet. But it also, I have a lot of questions that I would like answered.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can I call? Uh, let's get into this. It has been reported that a former Blackhawks employee, he's suing the Blackhawks for discrimination and wrongful termination.
Okay.
So with this, oh, it's gonna be a rough one getting in through this. Anthony Filomena, a
Hmm.
former public relations manager, claims that he was treated unfairly by his supervisor for being gay and that he was fired shortly after doing an interview with Outsports, which if you don't know Outsports, it's
Gay sports.
yes.
Yes. I mean,
There you
if
go.
you don't
They
know what out sports is, I had no idea what out sports was, but as soon as I read the word out sports, I knew it was like uh a gay driven
a
sports
community.
page.
Yeah,
Yes. And
it's a
that's
community
fine.
driven to support the community, and I think
Right.
it's amazing. Now, the fucked up thing is that so the NHL and the Blackhawks were like, cool, this is awesome. Go do this article, have this interview with them. We're here for it.
Right.
So,
We're fully on board to support you.
correct.
Okay.
Then you have Philomena's boss, who was not okay with it, who had allegedly not okay with it,
All right.
and claimed like the in the suit it claims that he was unhappy, that he was hostile, that he was just very upset with this gentleman doing this story, and especially since this gentleman worked directly under him. So, fast forward to the article coming out. The interview was published on April 29th, 2024. And according to the suit, a few days later, that's when his direct supervisor was even more irate and was very angry. And yeah, I can't keep saying it. And I'm like, it just sounds
Yeah, it'll eventually work
weird.
out if you keep
Yeah.
saying it. Yeah.
Yep. Um, they had a conversation together, him and the supervisor, and on May 3rd, 2024, he was fired. So he went to his supervisor and was like, listen, like, what's with the hostility? Like, da 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 da. Like, uh, can we talk? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't. And then he was fired just days later. The lawsuit states that the timing of the termination is a direct evidence of retaliation.
Yeah.
And
Seems like
in
it.
his, yep, in a statement to The Athletic, the Blackhawks deny his claims, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, the team states that he had multiple instances of misconduct over a period of 6 months and received a formal warning ahead of his firing. And what makes me laugh is that Philomena was like, "Oh, they're telling you that I have a bad review scores. I did not. I had perfect review scores.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
So it's just like the fact that it's a lot of he said, she said in this. So now what we need is somebody needs to contact HR and get the review scores. And the
Yes, right, exactly. So, like, at first it seems like the supervisor. I'm sorry, what was the supervisor's name? I guess it doesn't.
uh it
The
does no, I don't have his direct name. We have the owner's name who and the chairman and owner who was like,
do
go
your
ahead and
thing.
do it. Do your
Yeah.
thing. We support this. We don't have the direct
Okay.
supervisor's name.
Well, I mean, it seems at first it was like the supervisor was like seemed a little homophobic, you would say. It,
Yeah,
it, it would turn out or it would seem that way. And
correct.
then it takes a little turn because obviously if you got formal warnings, then it all should be in writing. And that's
Correct.
clearly everything's time stamped and dated.
Correct.
So,
That's why, so what's interesting is I'm intrigued to see all this. I would like, because the Blackhawks are making no comment at this time, as they should in this situation
Yeah, it's
until they
better
get
to
their
stay
ducks in
away,
a row.
actually.
Stay away, get their ducks in a row. Um, because they have to get their ducks in a row. They have to get all of, if he had several written warnings,
Yeah.
his last review, like you need to provide all this stuff to show that what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the thing is
absolutely.
I don't I don't know necessarily because I've had some supervisors in my past life who'd be like, you're getting written up, and they never documented shit.
Right.
So it's something where it's like, or they use it as like an empty threat, like we're gonna hold you accountable for something, which you're trying to hold me accountable, or not even just me, associates accountable on something that isn't against corporate policy.
So like
Like,
basically, I mean, for me, I'm a big three strikes you're out type person, so I always give a verbal, then a written, and then you terminate it, right?
yeah,
So this guy seems to have multiple
that's what they're saying is
chances.
multiple,
He's
but
gotten
where
multiple
I need
written
it,
warnings where he
but
probably should have been terminated uh, years ago, maybe, right?
well, here's the thing. Within most, here's the wild thing about corporate documentation. You cannot write somebody up for several different infractions,
Yeah.
right? Several different things, but they have to be written up three times about the same one in order to be
Oh,
terminated.
God. I'd be doing it
Believe
wrong.
you me, I have worked with people for years that have had a good like 10 to 15 write-ups on their belt, under their belt for different things.
Right.
No call, no show,
15,
tarding.
15 different things.
Dude,
Yeah.
I could list them
Yeah.
all. It's wild.
It's so funny. You really can milk the system. So really what it seems here is that this interview just came out at the wrong time and he was gearing towards getting fired anyways.
But again, we don't know.
Right. Right. Let's just say for argument's sake that it was
You can say for argument's sake.
right. I mean,
How
who knows? It could be because he's gay and maybe it's could be a multiple different things, It
I
could be because he's
uh,
gay. It could be because the supervisor actually really loves him and maybe, put the moves on him and he was like, "Nope, I'm cool with that." And then it was like, "Well, you're not gonna be with me. You're fired." And then it's like, or it could be the interview and it's like, "Oh, I don't like that. That's gross. That's icky." I don't know. Or it could
we're
just be
gonna,
like this guy sucks at his job and he got fired at the wrong time. The interview came out and it's like, buddy, you gotta go. I don't know why you did this interview.
buddy, you're done. You're
You know?
done for. I guess it's gonna be something we're gonna have to put a pin in
Yeah.
and keep an eye on because per usual in the world of the Blackhawks, nothing goes smoothly
Nothing
and
goes their way.
nothing is clean. Nothing is clean. It's always a pure friggin' dumpster fire with
Unbelievable.
Chicago.
But another place that is getting a little bit of a lawsuit in
Oh.
this this is great because there's a lot to talk about
I hope that this
in this
made
one.
your
This
day
this
when
made
you
my
read
night.
this.
This was the last thing I read before I went to go, well, try to go to bed. And this may have kept me up the whole night because I was thinking about it so much. So, Sarah, who is this week's biggest pickle?
This week's biggest pickle, the Denver Nuggets.
Why would the Denver Nuggets be this week's biggest pickle?
Right? Why? For firing their mascot.
Not Rocky.
They
They can't
fired
fire
Rocky.
Rocky.
They
He
fired
was the
Rocky.
highest paid mascot in all mascots.
Fired his
By
ass.
the way, one of the most craziest fucking mascots out there.
Y-
Like, dude's doing crazy shit. I mean, go on YouTube and
Well,
just watch. Well, it wasn't this Rocky. It was the original Rocky. I mean, go
which
on
was
YouTube
his
and just
father.
watch. What? That's the funniest part. It was his dad. Oh, all right. You know what? Go
This
for
is
it.
so wild.
Go to YouTube and watch
Okay.
Rocky the Denver Nuggets mascot highlights. It's it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Well,
What
the
the
2023 mascot, the championship mascot,
Yeah.
was this guy. Was
Okay.
Drake Solomon was that mascot for the championship year.
Okay.
So
All right.
yes, Drake Solomon, who was playing he was the mascot, Rocky, was fired by Kroenke Sports and Entertainment in August of 2024, and Solomon is suing them and the Nuggets for violating the Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act through discrimination on the bias of disability, retaliation, and two claims of aiding and abetting unfair employment practices.
Okay.
It's a lot, but
All
let's
right.
dig into this. Let's first dig into this.
Yes.
So Drake Solomon, right? His father, Ken, was Rocky.
Big Rocky.
Big Rock. He was Rocky for 30 friggin' years.
Which is
This dude,
amazing. Can you imagine like you were a
your
mascot for
body
30 years?
sustaining
Especially
that,
the shit that Rocky did.
right? It's just like unbelievable. Flips, dunks, fucking showing up everywhere, hugging babies, shaking babies, doing all the
Shaking
things
babies, kissing hands.
all day
Yeah.
in the bathroom, unwashed.
What?
So he retired in 2021.
Poor
And
bastard didn't even get a ring.
no.
He just retired. He's like, I can't do this
He
anymore. It's 30 years.
He's like, oh, he's like, my body hurts.
Ah.
He retired and his son took over. Way
Which
to
is
keep it in the
amazing.
family.
Like,
It's so great. He bred his son to
right.
be the next mascot. Unbelievable. That is your father-son bonding moment. That is every father's dream.
Son, this is the proper way to use a t-shirt gun. Don't aim it at anybody's face.
It's just amazing. Well, in the lawsuit, he was fired months after he had a hip replacement surgery to combat um, avial avascular neurosis. So essentially, he had some weird disease in his hip that was like, I want to say it was similar to, in my mind, what happened to Bo Jackson. Remember when Bo Jackson's
Yes.
nerve went
Yes.
around his hip
Yep.
and he had all that pain and he couldn't walk, move, and all this stuff? I think that that's what this was in a sense, but not as severe.
Yeah.
Because if he was performing, he was doing all the shit, he was living the life, and then after the season, he was like, "Ooh, something don't feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
right.
in pain." And he went in. He had one minor surgery, and this was in. All right, so the timeline.
23 was
Yeah,
the surgery.
Drake takes over as Rocky, then is diagnosed with this disease after experiencing pain in his hip following the season. And then he underwent a bilateral cord decompression surgery in March of 2023. And his father stepped in to cover for him while he recovered.
I like to think old Rocky's got the walker and he just comes back
Yeah.
up and he's on top of the Jumbotron and he's like, Who wants to see me do a flip? And the crowd's like, Fuck
Just
yeah,
boom.
Rocky.
That's just like with, the dedication to mascot life.
Jesus.
So the first surgery did not take and did not fix the issue. So if he told his supervisors in February of 2024 that he would need a total hip replacement. Like this shit is jacked.
Yeah.
And they were like, so yeah, we're gonna host open tryouts because we don't know what your story's gonna be. And he's like, oh no, no, my story's like, I'll be back. I'm just letting you know. And when in doubt, my dad, right? Right.
Right.
So Solomon had the surgery on April 2nd of 2024 and alleges in the lawsuit that he came back to a hostile work environment when he returned on May 20th. So people were not happy that Rocky had a new hip.
Wait, who
Yes.
wasn't happy that Rocky had a new hip?
I'm guessing people in the office were like, you had one job, and that was to dunk,
Fuck that hip.
you know? So he performed all of his duties during the summer of 2024. So he was doing his rehab, he was doing all events, he was going to preseason, he was everywhere doing all this. And KSE held tryouts for his position the next season. Solomon completed the physical requirements of the position during the tryouts, as well as helped other people that were trying out figure out dunking in a mascot suit. So he's here helping people learn these skill sets that he learned from his father. And then
He's
the
training
Nuggets turn
other
around and were
people.
like, he's training other people
Yeah.
in the midst of having this tryout session because his job's now on the line and he's not realizing it more or less because he's like, well, my dad did this for 30 years and I'm healed and recovered. Like, I'm good, right? And they were like, no, you're fired. And they fired him on August 13th, 2024.
Whoa. Poor
They were like,
Rocky.
bye.
Poor little Rocky.
So I would need to keep my eye on this. We need to keep our eye
How
on this
can you
because
not?
like, what a wild story. Now, in the defense of the Nuggets, I get it where you need a backup plan. I would have hosted the tryouts different, like, hey, listen, we have our guy. It's something where it is a family tradition. We're going to carry it through because
Right.
you want to, there are laws that protect their job,
Yeah. Oh,
and you're
yeah,
not
right.
supposed to terminate them. Like, you waited till he was fine and all this, and you held his job, you held the tryouts. But you sour the taste of his father and of him because of his disease that he didn't anticipate
And
having.
and really it's probably not really, they probably classify it as a disease, but really it's probably like an OJI, on the job injury, right?
Right.
Where, like you said, like it could be a Bo Jackson thing where his hip popped out of the socket and you put it back in, and then the bone is on top of a nerve, right? And
Correct.
that's how they're classifying it as a disease, because it's just um, it's probably
This
just
is,
easier to be to
yeah,
talk about it that way, right?
right.
And then it's like, I mean, not for nothing, but he probably banged it up during something.
Hardcore. And that's the thing too, is he could have been a huge dick and been like, nope, this happened during the Celtics game. I fell off the trampoline the wrong way,
Right.
and this is what happened. This is where it all changed. I
I'm
was
sure you
fine
can
up until
pinpoint
this.
exactly where the injury happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I think it
honestly,
might have to come to that if
it's
it's something where they're going to, I mean, you're already here. You're here.
and
And it,
now let me ask you a question, and everybody out there, in a pickpot247 at gmail.com. Now, if Little Rocky wins this lawsuit, right, and
Mhm.
he's reinstated as the mascot, or maybe just sues for lost wages or whatever, do you go back to work for this company?
No.
You kind of soured the whole family now.
You
You know,
it's
my father put
miserable.
30 years of his life into this job. I mean, granted, he got paid a lot of money, but
Right. And,
and
and
now it's
then
like,
the only time he spent with his father was learning to become the mascot and to carry on. You took away carrying on the family legacy from me, and
right.
then I was going to share it with my son and
This
my
is how you
son's
repay the
sons.
family. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of messed up on the Nuggets'
You
behalf.
ruined it. You ruined it all.
Real quick, do you know how much Rocky was making?
It's three figures.
He
It's
is the highest paid
ridiculous.
mascot in the
Ridiculous.
NBA and possibly in mascot country.
I think Mascot World. Yeah,
$625,000 a year.
it's wild.
The next behind him for the NBA, Harry the Hawk. I'll let you guess what team he plays for. He makes $600,000. And then after that, it's Benny the Bull at 400,000. $625,000 to fucking just destroy yourself by doing all these. I mean, again, Go watch the Rocky videos. Not
Rocky's
Rocky
insane.
Balboa, but Rocky, the Denver mascot.
Mascot. Yeah, he's crazy.
He's
Yeah.
insane. This is why he gets paid so much.
Oh, correct.
You
Well,
know?
because you also need to cover insurance and liability insurance and all sorts of
Yeah,
insurance.
you would
And
think the team would have an insurance plan.
yeah, but it would also suck if it, again, on the job
Yeah,
injury.
right. There's a lot of ways. I think Rocky, young Rocky, little Rocky is going to come out in the in the
Ooh.
wash.
What if it's in the contract saying you get paid this amount of money and can never sue us for on the job injuries or never claim a work on the job injury?
Like we'll give you 5 million, you walk away.
No, or it's just like that you agree to this salary and you can never claim you're injured on the job because your job is an injury risk.
Oh, yeah. Is that why I wonder? That's a really good point. I wonder if that's why it's so high.
Could be because they can never claim any injury.
We gotta check out Rocky's
We're gonna
contract,
look at
Sarah.
this. We're gonna find
Huh?
the contract. Oh
Anybody in
boy.
Denver that's listening, you got eyes on Rocky's contract. In a pickpod
Send
247
it
at
over.
gmail.com. Send it over. We want to see what Rocky's doing. Also, I bet you if we do enough schmoozing, we can get one of the Solomon family members on this show.
I like
So
this.
I think that would be a lot of fun. All right. Do we have anything else, Sarah?
No.
All right. That's going to do it for us here at In a Pickle. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I know Sarah's got to run out of the office as soon as we're done recording here.
True.
So rate, follow, subscribe, and share our lovely podcast with all your friends and families and well-wishers and enemies and all that stuff. Boost us up the charts by rating and reviewing. Go over to iapradio.com, like, follow, subscribe, and share. Get to our YouTube page. We're almost at 1 million views. I think at 1 million views, we might get an award, or maybe they start paying us. I don't know how.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Haven't we been there for a while?
what, 1 million? Or
Almost.
on YouTube?
At almost. No, at almost.
Oh, at almost. We're at 200. No, I'm sorry.
No.
We're at 926,000.
Yeah, but you've been talking about almost for like a month now.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not my fault that people aren't watching the videos. Like, follow, subscribe, and share. What am I supposed to tell you? You
I
know?
don't know.
We're steaming up those charts on the YouTube.
Oh.
All right? You're steaming something over there.
Something else.
You get an idea for a podcast that want to join a network of supporting podcasters or just want to listen to another podcast, go over to MaydayMediaNetwork.com and check out the Mayday Today. Follow and just for all the... I'm just watching your face and I'm trying to get through this so you don't shit yourself. Follow all the podcasts on the Mayday Media Network. You can always follow Sarah at Daddy-O Sports Cards on the Instagram and listen to her other podcast every Wednesday, Generation Mixtape, GMTpod.com. Sarah, do you have anything else besides rumbling in your gut?
No.
All right.
No.
So, for Sarah Ray Talek, I'm Dave Houghton, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Let me out.
This has been a Mayday Media production.